Liberal arts, having the nature of leisure, already touch true human perfection. So it's preferably of them, we think, when we talk about arts. Between them, music must intervene very early in education because it eminently develops the sense of gratuitousness, freedom, activity made for itself. Those who do not enjoy such liberal activities in their first education are very likely, absurdly, to appreciate as good only what is useful, and thus to lack their access to happiness. True leisure is a cognitive activity, but what makes anything knowable is its being, the fact that it exists. The higher the degree of being of an object, the more the subject allows itself to be known with precision, conceived with clarity, in universal concepts, grasping it, apprehending it. Nonetheless, not every reality has an equal density of being. The material being, recalls Thomas de Koning, always has some potentiality. Some of its being is still in project, not quite realized, therefore not quite knowable, conceivable. Our emotions, especially, are very difficult to grasp and express clearly because of how confused they are. But it turns out that music, precisely because of the imperfect and precarious existence of sound, manages powerfully to express and arouse the whole range of emotions. The emotions carried by the music we regularly listen to shape our character. Already by nature, we are more subject to feeling certain emotions than others. Joy or sadness, audacity or fear, aggressiveness or pity. Music reinforces or corrects these natural tendencies. Listening regularly to languorous, aggressive, or sublime music, one develops in this direction his character. Music expresses moving and confused reality like feelings by making them live in the soul rather than through universal concepts, says Thomas de Koning. Concretely, by reproducing their own temporality. Emotions are not static, they are movements, motions. The best treatise on passion is thus music. Sadness, pain, anguish, worries, serenity, joy, gladness, adoration, prayer, love, all these movements of the soul are reborn in us thanks to music with infinite nuances. These essential dimensions of our inner being are somehow revealed to us in their very life by music. So, music could not be more essential to self-knowledge. This is an aspect of music that we were aware of very early on, as shown by the way it was named. Its name is inspired by the very first motivations for leisure, the need to celebrate life and nature, the universe in which we live, and the creator who is responsible for it. De Koning develops this idea as follows. The word musique evokes the festival of the muses in Greek mythology, meaning the inspiration of the liberal arts, all invited to the celebration, especially poetic singing. Through all the liberal arts, but first through music, the human being sings his loving acceptance of the splendor of the world, of the grace of the gift of beauty. Feast, jubilation, supplication, the unspeakable love find in music an expression that they cannot find elsewhere. The human voice already has music within it. The words it utters are not limited to their meaning, which reveals to reason the nature and properties of the things we are talking about. Their pronunciation always includes a music that reveals the feelings we feel about the things and people we are talking about, and the people to whom we are speaking. Singing, therefore, magnificently complements the music produced with external instruments. Even after many years of being far and from afar, a person's voice alone makes them present right away in a unique way. The human voice is the natural expression of emotions and contains all the sounds that are assumed separately by such and such instruments. It is the freest and most perfect of instruments. In singing, the soul draws sounds from the proper body rather than from foreign bodies, as in instrumental music. Three reasons, therefore, to give the very first place to music in the training of young people. Education of passions, its therapeutic virtues, and the form, the meaning that it gives to leisure.